I'm Chelsea Sadler. I live in St. Augustine, Florida. I'm a local musician, comedian, poet, and all-around Renaissance woman. If I'm starting from the very beginning, I would say I had experiences just with watching television and seeing musicals, and obviously Disney movies had a lot of songs, and so that was kind of my first experience with music as a young child. I remember hearing like the Aladdin soundtrack and loving those songs, the Lion King soundtrack, Beauty and the Beast, and just thought, what an interesting way to tell a story.
But we can write about fictional characters. We can write about people that we don't know, like Brenda was saying earlier.
I think I'm very lyrically driven, and it's really important to me to evoke emotion. And when I think about the music that does that the most for me in my experience, it's folk music, and it's folk songwriters and singer-songwriters that are really captivating to me. The process for songwriting can go either way. Sometimes it starts lyrically, sometimes it starts with the music. I think it just depends on what bubbles up from the subconscious. So I've written entire songs and melodies just in the shower, a cappella, and I've also spent weeks and months and sometimes years with a musical piece that I'm trying to write the words to. And it could go, I think, either way when the initial process of starting a song. And the process for putting together an album for Chelsea Sadler is a very personal experience. I'm kind of the captain of the ship, and the band that I put together for this upcoming record is the band that I played with for the release here, the release of The Offering here. And ultimately it's been a very individual process until I bring it to the band. And then when I bring it to the band, the songs just kind of find their way because we just seem to gel pretty easily. And people write their own parts. They have a fiddle player and a keyboard player who write all of their own parts for the songs, and they nail it. I don't even have to give very much instruction to them because they listen to it over and over. They get a sense of the overall feel of it, and they just dive in. The people that I have in my life are incredibly supportive of who I am, and I appreciate that, and I have to really hold on to those people. I remember my dad telling me, when you go up on stage, don't say anything bad about yourself. Don't put yourself down. Don't say oh, this is not my best song. I would go up there sometimes and be like, this song, I don't know, it's okay, I guess. And I would just play it. My dad's like, why are you doing that? Why are you already setting the expectations so low? Just don't talk badly about yourself. And that was, the catalyst for me being able to believe in myself a little bit more.
Why? What's the inner critic is probably what in the heck are you freaking talking about? But again, we want to ask the inner critic, hey, I know you're here to protect me, but please just step aside.
First performance here, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, was a Bad Dog Mama performance where we opened for Don Clements of the Carolina Chocolate Drops. That was amazing. And that was my first experience walking into this beautiful facility and thinking, wow, how have I never heard of this before? There are so many amazing places around town to play, and I think that the location of this building, the feel of it, the energy when you walk into it, the capacity is perfect, it's affordable. It just seems like the perfect space. It's I think, elevated my career, especially with the local audience, in a way that I didn't expect. The response has been amazing. People love this place. I love this place. And to have it as a resource has meant everything.